Italian temper, and Judy Martin may be making a mistake if she gets the gal from California mad. Tina Moretti says you want to see. Take a look. Right. Tina's more than ready to have a test of strength. And there's that Kasey craftiness from Judy Martin. Judy Martin trying to say this. Tina Moretti with a drop kick very quickly. And another one. Judy almost right out of the ring. Tina Moretti showing she's not about to back down from anybody. By the way, if you're interested in finding out more on Tina Moretti, I had an in-depth conversation with Tina, very, very interesting, about why she's in professional wrestling, her background, her social life, to say the least. And if you want to hear more about this young lady from California, give us a call at the 900-234-LPWA for more on lovely Tina Moretti.
Judy Martin smartly scooting out of the ring there. She can't quite put a finger on what's happening here against Tina Moretti.
I think Judy may have taken Tina a bit lightly. By the way, these matches are a presentation of the Ladies Professional Wrestling Association Incorporated. In a rebroadcast or reproduction without the express written consent of the LPWA is prohibited. Judy now turns the chest into an armbar and gives her a shot right in that shoulder socket.
I think you're going to see Judy Martin get a little bit tougher now. She's going to introduce Tina Moretti to professional wrestling right now here in the LPWA.
She knows it all right into the turnbuckle. And now in need of the breadbasket, Judy Martin, as crafty as they come, she's a very scientific wrestler, which she needs to be.
That'll wake you up.
She loves to throw the rule book right out the window. Now she's fighting Tina. As you said, Judy Martin saying, Tina Moretti, welcome to the world of the LPWA, where all is not sugar and spice and everything nice.
What a crowd, killer. What a crowd here again.
Great crowd on hand here in Laughlin as Judy Martin continues to play away, and Tina Moretti fights back. Forearms and swing.
Comes that Italian temper you're talking about.
Exactly. Tina now trying to set Judy up. She goes in for a headlock. And she snaps that head around a little bit. Judy goes back into the corner. Referee Jesse Hernandez orders to break. Tina Moretti goes right up. She's trying to set her up, I think, a monkey flip. Oh, Judy Martin hung on and just backdrops Tina right on the mat.
Very smartly done by Judy Martin.
You've got to get up awfully early to outsmart Tina Moretti.
Not only that, but you better reach your reach.
Oh, reverse going. Head first into the turnbuckle. Moretti, oh, she missed.
She did it again.
She missed. Judy Martin now missing with a clothesline. Oh, look at Moretti, up and over. Drops her down, cut her one, cut her. Wow, whoa. You talk about an upset, if you will.
Wow.
Tina Moretti makes a mark here in the LPWA. Unlucky win over Judy Martin. I don't know what she calls it, a form of the crucifix, but a big win indeed, and there she is. Tina Moretti, right there, your winner. We'll be back.
The winner, Tina Moretti. If you're not getting Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine, you're missing out on...
The entire world of professional wrestling is still talking about one of the strangest and certainly most dramatic turnabouts ever witnessed. I'm referring to the day when Sheba, the Desert Rose, suddenly emerged to be none other than Shelley Francis from Boston. And Shelley, I know finally now it was about 2 years. It's been a number of days since then. You've had the opportunity to go back home. How did that all come about?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the LPWA, Sarge, and yourself for allowing me to go home and see my family again. It was unbelievable. I mean, for 2 years, I hadn't seen my family at all. And I finally had the chance to go home. It was just overwhelming.
Shelley, explain to us again how you came to be, I guess, part of the Sheik's harem, for lack of any other term.
Well, I was modeling over in the Middle East, and the people introduced me to the Sheik thinking that he could help my career. And then he started threatening my life, saying if I didn't do what he wanted me to do, he would hurt my family and myself.
Well, a lot of us were very surprised because you really are a very accomplished wrestler and obviously a good amateur wrestling background in your life.
Yeah, well, he did help me in that aspect, you know, training me and just pushing me to my limit, and I have to give him credit there.
I'll tell you what, before we go any further, Shelley, I know this might be in some ways very painful, but yet the outcome, you having a chance to emerge as who you really are and go back to see your family. Let's take you back to that unbelievable turn of events when the Desert Rose became Shelley Francis.
You know, and surprisingly, the Sheik knows a great deal of amateur wrestling. Former amateur heavyweight champion of Baghdad, but he elects to go strictly outside the rules. His head great success.
That's right, Killer. The Sheik can wrestle if he wants to, but he likes to dish out that punishment.
For many years, the Sheik won a number of matches with that camel clutch, as he called it, a form of the abdominal stretch.
That's right.
Now he goes for a nerve hold for a minute on the back of it. Exotic Adrian. Now the Exotic one comes up with a headlock.
They need to get the USA chant going.
Sheik, oh! Dropped him right between the legs across that top rope.
That should be a disqualification.
Exotic Adrian in absolute agony. Look at this. Oh! Oh! Sheik almost, he labeled his own girl. The Sheik with a clothesline on Sheba. Miss Linda now going to work on Sheba. The recipient of a stinging clothesline from the Sheik. We've got a cover. Count of 2. Count of 3. What an upset.
What an upset.
It's Miss Linda pins Sheba, and Exotic Adrian and Miss Linda retain the mixed tag team championship.
Did you see that? Sheik was waiting for Sheba to throw Miss Linda into him, and he was expecting to hit Linda, and Linda reversed it, and he hit Sheba.
Now look at Sheba. She's cowering in the corner. What's the Sheik do? I don't believe this. You talk about underhanded and a low blow. The Sheik going right after Sheba.
Look at that. What a man, huh?
And Sheba takes off.
What a man.
Wait
What
a
a
minute,
man.
she's coming over here. Wait a minute, Sheba, hold it. I don't believe it. Wait a minute. What are you doing speaking English? No, hold it, sir. Hold it, hold it.
Shelley, I know that would be very painful for you to watch. In fact, we'll give you just a second to kind of compose your thoughts, because joining us now, and who also viewed that tape, is the new commissioner of the Ladies Professional Wrestling Association, Wally Carbo. And Wally, welcome. And first off, pal, it's good to be back working with you. Now, Wally, you and I are no stranger to Sheik Adnan Kasey, to say the least.
You're right. We know what he can do. He's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of power.
And certainly, Wally, he is capable and, in fact, goes out of his way to bend every rule he can to use whatever advantages he can gain.
That's true. Look at the way he treated this young lady. And I know what he's got in the back of his mind. He wants to take the titles back to his country.
And I imagine, too, very honestly, Shelley, he's certainly looking to gain some revenge on you. In his world, that's a very serious, I don't know, I guess restitution has to be made in his eyes. But Shelley, one thing we want to ask you, you've had a chance to come back to your family, everything else. What are your thoughts on your wrestling career?
I would like to further my career. Everyone in this league has been great to me, and I feel I could do a lot of good.
Well, Wally, she's got some scores to settle.
We'll help her. And I'll tell you one thing. You don't have to worry about the Sheik. We have plans to keep him in line.
And if anyone can do it, believe me, it's the commissioner, Wally Carbo. Stay with us. We'll be back with more great action right after this.
The LPWA from Laughlin, Nevada, home of the exciting Ramada Express Hotel, will return in a moment.
Learn your favorite LPWA stars' turn-ons. Remember, a new dressing room report every day. Don't you dare miss it. I'm with the LPWA champion, superstar Susan Sexton, and champ, your impression of Tina Moretti.
My impression of Tina Moretti is she needs to learn how to... Shut up! She needs to learn how to wrestle. She has no background. She's just a pretty little girl. She should have stayed home with her parents.
Well, champ, you've got a very tough tested store next week going up against Miss Linda, managed by Exotic Adrian.
Let me tell you, I thrashed Miss Linda so many times in England that I don't need to wrestle her here. It's a waste of my time.
Well, like her or not, superstar Susan Sexton, still LPWA champion. For Bonnie Blackstone and Sergeant Slaughter, I'm Ken Resnick saying we'll see you again next week. So long, everybody.
When it's morning in New Orleans, WA is on the air, featuring